It's a 3-on-3 on the side now if Empire do decide to push it. Of course they don't as of yet. The drone just continues to give away the information whether or not he will start pushing or not. And as a barricade gets opened up, he creates himself another opening. One that is being watched, however, and as always, spots the shoulder. He picks up the kill as well. Didn't pull the trigger until he was certain he was able to pick up the kill as well. And now they do no longer have to worry about a potential roamer to still be out there. The one thing they do have to worry about, though, is time. And this grenade might pick up Skies, actually forces him back. Not cooked properly enough, but the drop comes through. The diffuser gets dropped, and they now need to swing in multiple different directions. Always gets the first, but he doesn't quite know about the shotgun around the corner. It's only up to Scyther now in a 1-on-2. He sees the first, but cannot quite connect. And Skies is going to be able to pick up that kill and make sure that Empire is not taking that first round away from him.
Can they keep it? Because SSG played a lot of great retakes.
Now, there we have it. Joystick picks up an important kill. The bar has now been cleared out. We have a member of SSG in the strip club and one inside the kitchen. Scyther holds off an important rotate, though, and will shortly be able to potentially pick up Hot Hand if he does move out of the bathroom soon. Skies just holds an angle. He knows that this is where they need to come from. This is where the push should be coming in from, and as one kill was being landed back, it is Scyther that is unable to actually punish them for now. Hotton playing on those billiards here has an opportunity to try and deny this plan from happening. It's actually Skies that does that and drops that diffuser. Always is the only one left currently now, as Hotton will be able to pick up Scyther, who was playing up on those main stairs. 7 seconds left on the clock. Is not much time for him to work with and will potentially fall here as well. Gets the first, however, but the time runs out, and again, Empire start for time as they couldn't get past those last two players.
30 seconds and always suffering here. Once again, SSG is starting to pull themselves back. They're not overextending and taking the fights when they can. Faults on a trade with always with Rampy and Shepard. Finding a trade and Shepard on a toe. Suddenly, Empire's been able to find an absolute rip tear of bodies. Rampy in the middle, but 10 seconds. Scyther needs to try and find a way to stick that diffuser, or they've got a double push. The flashes go out. They're going for the dig into bathroom, and Shepard knew it. Found the swing, found the offsite, and finally try and recheck where all the players have gotten to.
There you have it. Swings up, gets the first kill. Joystick loses his life, and it's back. A 1-minute advantage here for the side of Space Station. Bosco able to slip by is going to be absolutely crucial here, always as well. Already inside the dirt tunnel, 14 seconds left. They're just going to execute right through there. Scyther above on the hatch is trying to provide some support, but as it gets taken out by a smoke canister and a nitro cell, it's only up to always now. But Hotton will be able to take out both, and it's SSG that win yet another round.
Have a rough idea on the player positioning. They've cleared themselves so much space, but they've still got 2 C4s to have to play against. They've still got utility to bait out, and, well, now they've still got 2 C4s, one less player, one spray, and always has it covered. It is a flawless to get themselves their second there, and with a very sturdy lockout on CC.
Information that he's coming. That one barbed wire is going to be that little bit of safe ground as he does start sneaking up right now at the meantime here. Skies seem to be aware as he swings, and Hotton will be able to pick up the first kill here in the garage. Flashbangs are coming in, however, that means he's completely blind. The grenade will be following up right after as well. That bounces up on him, but misses the opportunity. Scyther, however, will land the kill.
42 seconds, though. They've done much better at wasting the time on the approach now, and Empire have a little bit less to work with. And, well, Scyther has everything to work with. A great take all the way from deep across the front of the site. There is a door return. Faults is able to entirely cave that corner. And now with Skies stepping himself up onto the top, they're going to see if they can try and loop this C4. It's a bait and a play, and pulls it out. Backed off and no more in pocket apart from an impact, so it's going to be a swing, just misses that first, and there's a response from Dan. They have it covered. Faults over the top is going to go for the cover here. 8 seconds and 2 other players. It's a post-blood, and it's a double for Faults to make it a quad. And that is an SSG round, and that is a bit of gesturing. Blue, there's a bit of a push and a fight back there onto Lounge from, I believe, Joystick. He's going on an adventure here to see if he can strike back, as there's 20 seconds left. There he is, and this could be huge as he goes for the swing here. There's the player, and Rampy is taken out of it just before things start to hit ahead. They're able to drop a player. The push comes onto the site, but Dan rebuffs it. There's a hot drop there. Straight instantly into the firefight, but he can't quite get the connection as they rotate their way back round. Faults doesn't have a lead in and doesn't have a curious way through the site. All the questions posed are answered.
So is a grenade. Joystick still lifts somehow though, as the pressure is truly rising here. Rampy picks him up. That's the entry kill, and Houghton now is going to be close on those rafters, on that window. There is an opening they can work with here, but he only needs a single point of, well, a tick of a smoke for him to lose his life.
Shepard's pulled himself over to construction window. They're going to see if they can find a way in as they start to try and crack down. Hot and Cold's going to go be a door. He's going to see if he can just lock off the rotation of Cash. The smoke canister pops off and puts Sky so low. And now Fultz is going for a creep up red. They have to try and get rid of that smoke player, and it comes against them. Fultz gets dropped, leaves him down, picked up on the trade, and they're going to see if they can stick it. They just need to try and make a connection here. A big LMG over the top, but there's a door right in the way. Behind them, Dan should have the pickup. They can't quite get the lockdown, but the post is down, and it's just a flood back in from Empire. The positioning of the diffuser was a clever change, but Dan with the loop back round, the flank on the flank. Knows that there's a player here stuck in a 1 versus 1, but with 30 seconds, as I said before, but it's the vice versa time. Our time works for us as defenders. Hot and Cold's going to see if he can get this diffuser dropped right in the middle. Shepard is entirely caught out by Bosco on the side, but Joystick wins the fight on the far side. Goodbye, Houghton. He's off down below, downstairs. We'll see you later. Joystick in the meantime is able to at least find Bosco back. They have 2 vertices, 2 sides, one underneath and one just out on the balcony for the swing. It's so exposed. This kit, this diffuser, and the 3 remaining players are going to have to try and find a way to get themselves back through. Houghton's watching this rotation. He's going to make sure it's locked in, so Dan goes for the slow creep and crawl below. They have to cover a bit of noise, and there it is. Just sees the hand, and the cover comes through. It's theirs. Now the diffuser's being held, but it is locked in. Empire complete their 3-site rotation with about 3 seconds to spare, and they pull ahead of SSG.
But he will be pushing down. He will be pushing into blue here, and as the flashbangs come in from his teammates here, he hopes to pick up the kill onto Scyther, who is quite close. He picks up the first as Skies goes for the plant, but they at least try and fight back on the Empire side of things.
Yeah, Fultz using that LMG for all it's worth. Pre-fires and angles. Shepard is entirely locked out. Goes in his drone and cameras, hoping the cover comes through. Dan is going big. Gets a double, but couldn't quite get to the one to stop the diffuser in time. A 2 versus 3. And SSG, they have some time and some control. You can see a bit of a rotate coming around off the side of dirt, where they're going to try and get themselves into kitchen within the remaining timer and trust that the 2 players they have. And now they've got the vertical control as well. The big rotation and the pre-fire to sort of say, we're here now, you got to deal with us too. In the meantime, we got your mate. It's just Hot and Cold left sort of standing on the far side of blue, with Dan on the fight itself, finds it above, can't quite get the full connection with Skies. Getting in, getting the diffuser down, and getting out of there. Safe from anything on the second story at this point, so it's this. An aggressive swing round. Rampy has no grenades in pocket, sees the tip of a beret, but not for very long. Ways either side to a piece. Force the Empire players out, and they're not giving anything over on that balcony as they almost suffered a drop before. A deep dive and a brave one there by Dan, going in and getting in the bedroom itself, but taken out by Rampy. They didn't quite have the comfort that they had. 20 seconds though, and the plant is being put down. Shepard has an angle. Shepard's able to get a huge take there. Always is stacked up. They need to recollect the diffuser, see if they can get the stick on the second time. Always has a call, and Shepard has faults. It's a swing back round. It's a second, not quite a connection, and the main stairs is a bit tricky with Houghton getting one more. In the post plant, it's a close fight there on the shower. They can't quite get the connection over the top and under, and round they go. It's a 2 versus 2, but one is far underneath. Scythe is going to offer some cover and support. They're going to see if they can try and get this long-armed before they're able to get into position to swing. The Wamaya's doing everything to watch, and Scythe slaps it, and there's the cover! Empire take Clubhouse from SSG. Put a burst, and well, I'm going to stop talking about that point because it looks like we're having a rush. Here it is, the fight onto Zulu, a spray back to suddenly buy themselves some time. A sort of panic C4, and Shepard's going to see if he can stick it. Scyther with the cover, and there's always on the split there. They've been able to get right behind that hefty machinery. Dan has one more, and starters, you mean to go on, lads? Fultz swings down the red stairs and gets a pickup here, but they've already left. They have the window and a pre-fire through the corner. Scyther with a double. Bosco is suddenly all that's left. Gets one. Takes the head off of that swing there, but now in mining behind the chassis and with drones setting up as well. May as well use the utility whilst you got it. Head jabs too. And this was really Empire making a statement here. They had a read entirely on where this was, and well, pretty much out of time at this point. Bosco's going to see if he can take anybody else with him. Turns tail to the kit, but otherwise forfeit.
As well, but as soon as he tries to go for a bit, he gets picked up. It's the instant trades that come through, however, but still in favor of Empire, as always picks up a kill right after.
Houghton just looks away at the worst possible time there, 30 seconds, and Faults potentially eyeing up more of a lockdown there on that stair set on the far side. They're trying to crack themselves an angle on the back, reading whether they open up what sounded like pillars just below and see if they can slip and sliver their way in to get this diffuser down. Rampy, he's about to find a fight here on red. They seem aware of each other, but with 14 seconds, Dan cannot really dilly-dally this cover as Shepard is going to try and stick it. There's a little bit of a fight there that happens on the backside, but there it is. Dan is able to get one. It's just that single player, and suddenly Scyther pops up at the last possible second to get that kill onto a Goyo that really went all or nothing.
Rampy is still down below as well, and Skies tries to go aggressive right here. Takes a lot of damage. Joystick actually from the smoke as well, but he gets the kill with a grenade, and that opens it up. That's now the freezer area cleared out. They can push through from the actual wide area and hope to push into planks and potentially lock them out from the back here. It's the rotation to come through that gets caught off, and it's a 5-on-3 situation. A double entry in a plant will be attempted. They have to be careful though. Rampy is coming up from the very back. Scyther picks up one more kill. It's only up to him now in a 1v3 situation. Finds the first. Needs to find two more if he wants to bring this back for the side of Empire. Spots the head, but actually doesn't register it, and it's going to be Empire that will be locking off that round as well, with a plant and a very clean execute of SSG that they can use to stop these plants with. And I think it will be mainly Skies hiding in this close corner here on the B-bomb site that is not going to be caught off by any verticalities here. It's Joystick that finds the kill, so Diffuser that gets dropped, but he gets spotted out. The shotgun is attempted from a long-range angle, but a 10-second wallbang comes in from the back. He finds one. Skies needs to go aggressive, misses the first shot, gets it eventually, but always from the back is going to be able to lock it off, and Empire win yet another round. On some verticality, they want to fight Faults out here, who spots out one player but gets dropped on. Always just takes him out, and Rampy still in the mining area is going to take the fight to Shepard now. He's carrying the diffuser. He cannot afford to die, not with 35 seconds left on the clock, so he will quickly rotate out. Someone else gets expended to try and pick up that kill, as Shepard now needs to drop. It's only up to Skies now, who is in that side. He knows that the drop came through, but the shield is not working with him here. It's two players around the corner. He gets the first. There is going to be a second as well, and one pushing right through the hallway. Flashbangs going around the corner. He needs to swing with the shotgun, but he gets swung on himself. It's Joystick that picks it up, and it's Empire with a near flawless round that will be able to take the lead with a 5-0 currently.
Passed right by each other, but the spray and the spray back, to be fair, Faults wasn't much higher. It's just in that situation, it just takes a scrape and a scratch. Scyther finds one. Faults is dropped on the rotation background, and a revenge for the earlier kill. Now they're just pre-firing everywhere. There's a mining reveal and a camera on the far side. The fight on the chassis doesn't quite get the full connection for the defender or the attacker. They're dancing either side. Hot and Cold gets it, but now the pressure's coming in either side. A great take. One more!
Hot and Cold!
Hot and Cold pops off when they need him the most, and they have that single round lifeline. One buffer for the next half in their attack on Cafe.
Well, there is, just not in that angle that you just checked. We didn't see the Maestro further on, but Bosco will be able to pick up that kill. It's going to be a crucial one, and then will be picked up as well. SSG start this off perfectly and are looking to make a plan happen here.
Scyther is a bit held at bay here, but the pings come around on the backside. They still have the repel. They've really just been muscled out of the bar site. Shepard finds the first, finally breaks an SSG player, and the second is just slipping past. Scyther almost had the first engagement, but now there's a high chance it might be the last one. Still with the repel outside, still with the player just close, and they have the position underneath as well, so if a rotate comes around on either side, it's going to be watched. There's a drop. Skies has that bearing, has that ready and raring to go. The upside down repel means that Shepard's not going to have a clean route in. There's at least one. But with 15 seconds and 3 more to find, and they're all around you. The fight is on Cigar. Great take, but out of time at this point to be able to get the diffuser. SSG take their first defense with a pretty strong hold against the eastern front. Safety, but they're sort of waiting for a rotation to be forced.
In the meantime, the bar is being taken here by the SSG players. Flashbangs are coming around the corner. The ADSs are not currently picking them up, and that means they can try and push forward now. You see a little bit of an opening being made there, and as it's only up left to Dan now. A double kill from SSG leads through. Posco will be able to pick up that final kill, and yet again, it is going to be SSG that starts their comeback. Only 2 rounds of a difference now.
Clear on the bodies, it's going to turn into a hot drop. They take it. The smoke goes through, and now they're in sight. Skies is going to see if he can slink his way too, but with the Echo where he is, he can just throw that over the top. The Echo drone's able to stop one, and Skies gets dropped. They retake, but the spray comes through. The Echo still in a position here. He needs the cover and support of Dan to make sure he doesn't get dropped and keep himself focused, but look at Rampy on the far side, and Folt's getting one more, 10 seconds, and that Echo is in a little bit of a tricky situation right now. Joystick is offering some support. Shepard is his own, and with 5 seconds left, a 2 versus 2, no kit in hand. They've got to go for a very quick aggressive take here. They can't quite make the distance, and Empire sit on series points. They rotate onto Laundry. They slink their way through, turn the first firefight. Can't quite get it entirely locked in, and there it is. Joystick with a drop down. Bosco battles back, but there's a player just on the opposite side. Everybody's blinded and stunned with Joystick going down. Skies doing big work, and suddenly SSG has stormed the site and been able to retake Mantle, but Scyther is above and always is on a swing, undetected, undeterred. It's an important take now. Gets the first, and with only a handful of seconds left, they find the pond. They can't get it. SSG survive just one more round. That still has that cover. There's a C4. There's a gone player. Talked about it's a bit of a danger before, but I guess it wasn't the rotation, and it's the play around Scyther with one more. And now it is just Foltz and Skies to see if they can try and keep SSG here fighting along the top. They're going for a bit of a swing and a whip. There's still obviously Maestro cams that are going to be able to cause a problem. There's a swing onto Pixel. Doesn't quite get the full connection. 15 seconds. Empire are just sort of dancing. They're giving them little tastes, little flavors of different bullets and guns. Either side, either swing. Foltz gets one, gets two. Right across the beam of the big bar, but with a handful of seconds, can't get the third. And it is an attempt at a plant here, but Empire either side. Russia, they progress. EU stops the day that NA is having so far. And SSG can surmount one opponent today, but the second takes them to the lower bracket.